And so what I want to talk about is, are you stuck in a sucky narrative, but you're comfortable in it? So are you at a 9 to 5 job that drains you, that the commute is an hour long, you're stuck in traffic, and yet you're not willing to leave because in a weird, effed up way, you are comfortable in this narrative, and it's this vicious cycle narrative that you're in. And
hey, laptop freedom babes, Wonderlust.
This is Hello from Greece.
Hello.
Hello. Happy Thursday, Wonderlusters. So either for the reflection on my blue blocker glasses. I just want to pop in here. First off, how awesome was that interview with Lee Freeman about being a VA and a mom? If you have not watched it yet, go check it out. We talk all things balancing, virtual assisting, and being a mom. If you're just hopping on, let me know. Just coming in here live. It was such a strong interview, and I really, really loved it. There's a lot of moms that are curious in here, and it's answering that call inside that, yes, you're a mom or you want to be a mom, but you want other things too. You want to be a boss babe, and you want to be a virtual assistant, and you've got entrepreneurial dreams that you want to fulfill, and you want to have that balance. And to me, that is one of the greatest gifts of women, is that, you know, we can do both and we can have that shape out our identity. So check out that interview, Kaylee. It's in this group. It's on the Biz Facebook page. And I'm putting little snippets of it on Instagram too, the Wonderlust VA, you know, little like 2-minute segments. But the reason why I'm on here is, as the title states, is I want to talk about being stuck in a narrative, because that is where we're most comfortable. And it's been a recurring theme that has shown up. Hey, Erin Beavers, I owe you an email, sister. Okay, I digress. So being stuck in the same narrative, even though it sucks. So this has recurred a couple times in my past week, speaking with a couple of the current LFP babes that were in the September cohort. That cohort's still going on. It's coming up a bit in the coaching calls. And I'm reading / listening to an audiobook, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, my language. And this is what we talk about. So the example is, in the audiobook, is short men. This is the example. Short men who are looking for a relationship, you know, a heterosexual relationship in the example, and are single. They are saying women don't like to date short men. That's why they're single. And so, and they tell themselves this same narrative that they've been taught, they've convinced themselves of. And so they think, no, I'm going to be single forever because whatever, like, women don't want to date short men, and there's nothing I can do about it, and it's not my fault. There's nothing I can do about it. My height is my height. It's not my fault. It's society putting, you know, teaching women this, and I guess I'll be single forever because I'm a short man. And that is this narrative that, although it sucks, it's what they know best. And so they, in this very kind of effed up way, are comfortable in it. And so what I want to talk about is, are you stuck in a sucky narrative, but you're comfortable in it? So are you at a 9 to 5 job that drains you, that the commute is an hour long, you're stuck in traffic, and yet you're not willing to leave because in a weird, effed up way, you are comfortable in this narrative, and it's this vicious cycle narrative that you're in. And realizing that in fact you have the ability, it is in your control to leave the narrative. The narrative is not bestowed upon you. It's not, oh, we all have to work 9-to-5 jobs. I have to pay my bills. I have to pay off my student loans because the government is not giving, is not supporting with tuition. None of this is my fault. I have to commute. This is the only job I have. Or, I've got these bills to pay, so I'm stuck. I can't afford it. I guess I have to stay in this situation that I don't like because I have nothing to do with it anyway. I don't have any control over it, and that's just the way it is. Are you stuck in this narrative that although it sucks, it's where you're most comfortable? And then empowering yourself with the concept that in fact you do have the ability to get out there, change things, work for yourself, work from home, cut the commute, find a job that you like, work with people who jive with you. How scary is that? Because then you have to acknowledge that you've been stuck in a narrative, in your own narrative, and that in fact you do have control and these things aren't just bestowed upon you. So if we go back to the example of short men saying that I guess they're going to be single forever because women don't like to date short men, when in fact I'm speaking to you ladies, comment below if you're dating someone who's shorter than you, you know that that's not true. It means that perhaps their personality, or they're not connecting with the right women, or they're coming across as too aggressive, or that there's other things in their control that's keeping them single, and that's really scary. They would rather be stuck in that narrative that explains to them that they have no control over the situation, and so it's just bestowed upon them. They're too short. Women don't want to date short men. So are you stuck in a cycle narrative? I've worked with women before who are looking for clients in only one avenue, and they're having troubles finding clients. And say, well, why aren't you trying other avenues? Because they're more comfortable keeping along in the same avenue and not finding clients, not having to face the reality that this is what they want and that they're going the virtual assistant business, that in fact it's scary to go to try other avenues, to try other ways to find clients. They like being in this comfortable, shitty narrative. And so I really want you to ask yourself, tune in, are you stuck in this narrative? Is there a narrative that you are telling yourself, well, I've got this, and this, I have to stay in my shitty 9-to-5 job. It sucks, but hey, everyone else in my office is doing it, so I guess this is just the way it is. Working for yourself, working remotely, too good to be true. There's no way it'll work. I'm just going to stay in the cycle that I'm in because it's what I'm comfortable with. Because change, whether good or bad, can be scary. And you can be comfortable in a shitty narrative. So I really want you to tune in with yourself and ask yourself, what is the narrative that you're telling yourself? Are you comfortable in your current situation? Or are you scared to make a change? Do you feel that it's not in your control, therefore you cannot do it? Is it daunting to suddenly realize that most things are in your control and therefore there is something that you can do about it? So this is a really interesting kind of discussion that's come up. Ask yourself, going back to the example, are you the short guy saying, well, I guess I'm going to be single forever because women don't like to date short men? So I just want to tune in and just kind of have a thoughtful Thursday, let's say. Thoughtful Thursday. Take this into the weekend, really kind of think about it, and then I'd love to hear your comments below. As you know, the Laptop Freedom Program is open for enrollment, and I'm happy to discuss with you if you're kind of feeling that you're ready to have support stepping outside of this narrative that you might be in, and that you're ready for a change. And in fact, you find it really exciting that it's in your power and your ability to make a change and, you know, create a narrative that's sexy to you. So comment below. I'd love to see anyone who watches the replay as well. Hi, Yadira. Welcome. Check it out. Comment below. Let me know how this sat with you. It's kind of a recurring theme that came up for me this week. So again, ask yourself, are you that short man who has given up on dating because women won't date short men?